for you and team as well. Well, time to move on then. Let's get in Mitessh Thakkar, who's joining in, and Shrikant Chouhan as well. Good morning, gentlemen. Mitessh, you go first. Tell us your call on the index as well as fill us in with your stock picks.
Morning, Nigel. So I think on the index, we've been mildly looking at trading upsides. Basically, while we maintain that it's a range-bound market, but broadly we were looking at a test of around 17,980 to about 18,000. With today's gap down, I think that may not happen, and we might actually head towards the lower end of the range, which is closer to about 17,700. So still a market which is broadly chopping, consolidating, but with outperformance coming in from mid caps, small caps, as well as IT stocks.
Okay, Shrikant Chouhan is also with us. Shrikant, good morning. You think this market that has inched up, I mean, it's up 1% this month already. You think it's inching up higher? And if yes, what are the individual stocks you're looking at today?
Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Nigel and Rima. I think, the markets are going to stay in the range. The overall setup is still indicating us that we are not going to leave the range so easily. 17,700 is certainly going to act as very good support for the market. And if we see any lower opening somewhere close to 17,800 as Singapore Nifty is indicating, then there we should look for adding some long position. The reason is because Nifty IT index, Nifty FMCG, Nifty metal, they all are rebounding whenever there is a fall in the market. So maybe in the near term, I think the market is like preparing to move towards the levels of 18,000. And yesterday's formation was very clearly upward continuation formation. But because of weakness in the US markets, we are going to see the lower opening. So the strategy should be to look for adding long position if we see the market is dropping to 17,800 with a stop loss at 17,750.
Okay, what about individual stocks? Mitessh, good morning. What are you looking at? And what are your thoughts on some of these names like Zomato?
Good morning. So I think, I have today a mix of buy and sell calls, but yes, there is some, with that Paytm announcement, I think there's some clear traction happening in the new internet stocks, and Zomato is now showing signs of bottoming out. I think, if you check the weekly charts, on the 29th of July, we got a closing of 46.80. And then on the 27th of January, we got a closing of 47. So it's basically making a possible double bottom. We haven't got full confirmations yet, but I think the early indication suggests that if this works out, then we should at least see a rally to about levels of 72, 73, which was the recent high, which the stock made in November, and then maybe even more. So quite positive over there. I think the overall setup is turning good. Coming to my stock picks, as I said, mix of buys and sells today. Infosys is a buy with a stop at 1594, and I would look at a target of 1650. Broadly, we've been recommending IT stocks, and Infi comes on the list today. The other buy is Canfin Home Finance. Keep a stop below 588 here, and in the short term, look for a target of 625. Okay. I also have two sell calls. Sorry, just cut. Yeah, IEX is the first sell call. Keep a stop at 137.5. Look for a trading decline to about levels of 130, maybe below. And the other one is Page Industries. Big breakdown yesterday. Very negative candle. I think they should see more continuation. Stop at 38,250, targets of 37,000.
Got it. All right. Shrikant, what about you?
Yeah, I would like to go with specifically Bank of Baroda, because there we are seeing continuation formation. It was around 145 levels some few days back. From there, all the way it recovered back to 170. Today, there is news flow. But the formation is also indicating us that the stock is heading for at least 180, 185. So it's a buy at current levels with a stop loss at 164. And the other stock on which we are bearish is Hero Motors. It is finding resistance at higher levels, but at the same time, it has formed lower top formation on daily and weekly basis. So based on it, we are expecting Hero Motor is heading towards the levels of 2400 or 2450 in the near term. It's a sale at current levels with a stop loss at 2580.
Okay, thanks guys for that. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, we'll have the pre-opening rates. Also, a big management coming up. Satish Pai, the managing director at Hindalco, will be